Pandemic? What pandemic?
What do you see when you look at that bar?
Obviously, they're definitely not social distancing and not wearing masks, but those are my friends over there. If they have coronavirus, I have coronavirus.
This is the next state to host a presidential rally, Arizona, a growing COVID-19 hotspot and home to a fight over masks. Look up and down the street, and the impact of the virus is everywhere. Some businesses still shut down. Bright signs warn to socially distance. One bar worker in a mask, but many of these Tempe, Arizona residents?
I think the masks are good, but I think they kind of act as a placebo to some extent.
It angers me, and I'm trying to be calm for this interview and for the camera.
Dr. Mortaza Akhtar is an emergency room doctor in Phoenix, where he's seeing a dramatic increase in COVID patients, just like the rest of the state. This is what's happened to cases in Arizona since March. The number of new cases continues to break records nearly every day this week. Arizona was among the first states to reopen. Businesses back. The gatherings followed, like the protests of police brutality. And masks in public, as we saw in Tempe, not always used.
To tell the whole world that basically I'm a social Darwinist, if you die, I don't care, I just want my beer and burger, is really, I mean, even kindergartners have more empathy for other people. It's really upsetting.
Dr. Akhtar is one of more than 3,000 doctors and nurses to sign this letter. The goal, to get Arizona's governor to issue a statewide mandate requiring masks, writing, "Please stand up and help educate, as well as protect those who do not understand the importance of masks." Doug Ducey instead says he will leave those policies to each mayor.
The governor of our state is saying, I'm going to let the mayors decide. I mean, the mayors could potentially say, I'm going to let the neighborhoods decide. And as you can imagine, that breaks down pretty quickly.
So ineffective.
Not as effective as it could be.
Publicly, Governor Ducey has shifted. Last week at his weekly news conference, he carried his mask in his pocket. This week, he arrived wearing it. As Ducey prepares his state to host the perpetually maskless president on Tuesday for a rally at an indoor megachurch, the governor says the White House protocol will call for masks. Ducey stressed the 3,500 capacity event should go on.
We're going to protect people's rights to assemble in an election year.
Now, the city of Phoenix just this afternoon passed an ordinance requiring masks in public places. So will this impact the Trump campaign when they arrive here on Tuesday for that rally? The short answer is yes. If the president or attendees are not wearing masks, does that mean that they could be subject to tickets? Well, a source at the city of Phoenix tells me unlikely. If you look at recent history, Jake, they're using education. They're only ticketing repeat offenders.